Welcome back to Justice for Olivier Panis in Formula 197, and round 16 brings us to Suzuka, Japan, which opened as a Honda test track in 1962 and is one of only two FIA Grade 1 listed tracks that has a figure 8 layout where it crosses over itself. Now, without googling it, can you tell me the other one? Suzuka made its World Championship debut in 1987 and has hosted a total of 31 Japanese Grand Prix, our last visit being in 2019 due to the nasty Rona. However, the next race, we are back again, October 9th, 2022, which, if this video comes out on the day I'm planning it to, is in 10 days' time. Now, sorry I keep banging on about it, but charity predictions do close at the next Grand Prix in Portugal, so thank you to everyone who's gotten involved. Please do get your final predictions in if you want to, and remember, the charity will be revealed in the final round, but it will be something relating to helping Ukrainian refugees. But the main thing I want to ask you is, what happens next for retro F1 playthroughs on this channel? Because it's likely that, yes, Justice for Olivier Panis will end probably in October with the final 2 rounds. But I'm not done with F1 97, because I've not beaten it. I will not beat it this season. So, do I go straight back in for Formula 197 version 2 with a different driver and a different team, or do I give Formula 198 its own Justice 4 season first? It's sat in the cupboard just over there waiting its turn, and it's going to be an interesting one considering, you know, that game. F1 97 or F1 98 next? Let me know your thoughts. Now, because of certain events, for us, we have 3 rounds to go, but in real life, the 1997 Japanese Grand Prix was the penultimate round of the championship, so naturally, championship permutations won everyone's mind, especially as Villeneuve was 9 points clear of Schumacher going into this race, so he could win the championship this weekend. And he was on form, taking pole by just half a tenth from rival Schumacher, but there would be a twist to that. More on that later. Ferrari's recent qualifying woes, which had been blamed on the introduction of a new lightweight chassis, seem to be behind them though, with Schumacher second and then Irvine third. And Panis, who by this point had sadly already scored his last points of the season, he qualified 10th with teammate Nakano in 15th. As mentioned last time, I'm not looking forward to this. This track is just chock-a-block with the sort of corners that the AI in this game just are on rails through. The S-curves is just all those corners in sequence. It's just going to be a nightmare. But knowing that has given me a sense of calm. I'm loosey-goosey, you know? I mean, this movement isn't really... I am loosey-goosey. Don't let this movement fool you. I know I'm probably going to qualify outside the top 10. I'm not going to score points. And it's just about hoping that Frentzen, you know, spins off or explodes, virtually, of course. But knowing that gives me a sense of calm. My target is going to be Panis's real-life 10th place, but if I don't get it, it's fine, bro. It's fine. Yeah, we'll see how fine that is in a second. Anyway, as you can see, there is a healthy gap, 4 seconds, between the game target and the real-life pole. Let's see what we can do. So head towards turn 1. You want to make sure you hit the apex on the inside nicely, run a little bit wide. Then for turn 2, you can be a little smoother than that. I kind of snatched at it there and scrubbed off a little bit of speed. Angle is so important through this next run, the S-curves, so again, a bit wide on the curb, carry the speed as much as we can. Not the best line through that one. Dab of brake on the last one, and then you can put the throttle down and keep it down through the Dunlop curve as we head towards the Degners. Degner 1, you just want a dab of brake, and then stay close to the inside so you can just kind of clip it, and then get the line right for the second Degner. Took a bit too much curb there. And that's the end of Sector 1. Could have gone quicker, has to be said. Hairpin, you want to hug the inside. I ran it a bit too wide, carried too much speed, so lost a little bit of time. And will unfortunately feel that loss all the way down to Spoon. Now Spoon, it's very easy to try and be a bit overconfident, carry a bit too much speed in. You again want to hug the inside. The line wants to take you out wider, but I like to kind of slow a bit earlier and then get on the throttle earlier so you can get the benefit all the way down the straight. We head towards the end of Sector 2, that's just under this bridge, and much, much better than before. 130R, this is flat. And then we head towards the final chicane, which, do you know it's called the Casio Triangle? Do you guys know that? I didn't know that. Anyway, brake just after the bridge, clip the curbs, you can carry a lot of speed through, and we power towards the line. Oh! As you can tell, I'm quite happy with that. Now, as you remember, I did hit Mika Hakkinen off the planet in Austria, so I've lost half my qualifying laps as a result. So we quit at the end of lap 6. Pleasantly surprised with how quick those laps ended up being. How good was it? Starting grid for the Japanese Grand Prix. On pole, Jacques Villeneuve. Schumacher in second, just like in real life. In third, Jean Alesi in the Benetton. Oh! We're fourth, Frentzen seventh! I need to be loosey-goosey more often, you know? Damn. So Villeneuve with a 32.1, Schumacher 2/10 off, then Alesi alongside us. We're so close to Alesi's time. The real 1997 Japanese Grand Prix exhibited a now long extinct phenomenon. Ferrari strategy. Villeneuve led Schumacher, Hakkinen and Irvine away, but Eddie Irvine used to race in Japanese Formula 3000, so knew the track really well. Pulled off a stunning overtake through the S-curves on Hakkinen and Schumacher in one go, and then blew past Villeneuve at the final chicane to take the lead, and he just kind of drove off. Villeneuve tried to hold up the pack, Schumacher couldn't get past, so Schumacher went into pit first and essentially managed to just pull off the undercut. Villeneuve came out and Schumacher swept inside of turn 1, a brilliant move. Irvine had a pretty sizable lead after the first round of pit stops, slowed, allowed Schumacher past, and got in the way of Villeneuve, who was right there when they did the switch, and he just blocked Villeneuve. Beautiful. It would go wrong for Villeneuve anyway. He'd have a terribly, terribly slow late stop, and that would drop him down to 5th. Schumacher ends up winning from Frentzen and Irvine. Schumacher, very grateful to Irvine, basically said that that win happened because of Irvine's teamwork. Now, that twist I mentioned, Villeneuve later lost his 5th place because in a practice session, he didn't slow under yellow flags. Williams originally appealed, but after the race, they just dropped the appeal, so he lost his race result. The 9-point lead he had going into Japan would be a 1-point deficit to Schumacher going into the final round in Jerez. You may notice I haven't said much about Olivier Panis' race. He retired on lap 36 with engine problems. Don't like that theme. That's been a bad theme running through. I want to stay loosey-goosey. This is an unexpected surprise. So I'm just going to say finish ahead of Frentzen. Because yes, I'm in a good position. I could get into the podium, but if I put that pressure on myself, I feel like I'm going to bottle it. So let's just say finish ahead of Frentzen. I'm going to start having achieved my objective, and then I'm going to psychologically build from there. Maybe. Here we go. An unexpected sight for Japan. The lights start to come on at Suzuka, and they go out, and it's a terrible start. Bogs right down. Oh, and there's Frentzen. Oh, well, so much for having the objective. Right, let's just... Oh, no. Oh, dear. That's an awful start. Well, so much for a low-pressure race. That's awful. And as expected, through the S-curves, they disappear. Round the Dunlop curve. Oh, let's see what we can do. We've obviously got pace somewhere if we can qualify 4th. So let's see what that translates to on track. Need to be careful not to cut the Degners too much, though. Goes up at the hairpin. And we've got quite a long straight down to Spoon, so we can sit in the slipstream. Had to bail out of that one, but we're past Berger and back in the points. Good move. And Frentzen is there. You are kidding me. I actually cannot believe this. That has to be a joke, right? Right. I don't think I need to go in straight away. I think the next lap is when I make the move. We're up to 5th. We're back ahead of Frentzen. Probably the only time in the race. I cannot believe it. I actually cannot believe it. Sorry, yeah, that's just taking the wind. Yeah, I lost concentration through the S's then, and that's just taking the wind right out of my sails.
Olivier Panis.
Right, well, into the pits we go then. I've stayed out to maybe get a bit more field spread, but I've kind of just this just after such a promising start. We actually temporarily re-overtake Frentzen on pit entry. Right, come on, hurry up, hurry up. We are going to go right to the back, aren't we? Oh, not right to the back. Between the Minardis. Right, we've got 7 laps. Hopefully that means there's going to be no more failures, so we can kind of get that monkey off our back. Let's just see what we can do. Pressure off again, loosey-goosey. Let's try not to drive angry though. Sorry, Yukio. Let's just, yeah, let's get past.
He's down on the leader at split 2.
A few scrappers up ahead. Let's angle ourselves nicely through the chicane and get past a couple.
We're
going to get past 1 into Degner 1. Well, no, if Herbert leaves space, because I was alongside him, there wouldn't have been contact. That scared me. Arrows off. Dear me. Just pushed it a bit on exit, but hopefully we can line them up either at the chicane or on the main straight. I think the chicane, lovely stuff, past the Tyrrell. And there's our teammate, Shinji Nakano. Shinji, please, just let's not have anything today, yeah? Here we go. Lap 5 into our weakest section of the track.
in 4th position, John Alesi. In 5th position, Heinz-Harald Frentzen. In 6th, Gerhard Berger.
Frentzen still in 5th.
He's coming up from behind now.
Oh, it's a great move. That's a great move. Can proper dive bomb into that chicane, and there's a McLaren here which I think we can clear. Oh, back in the top 10.
He's closing the gap.
Not quite yet on Larini. But we've got, oh, don't stupid things like that. I'm annoyed. I should have been past Larini by Spoon there if I hadn't touched the grass, but we line up for 130R. Oh, wow. Please brake check me more, Nicola. Jesus. Yeah, Larini gets it back. And then you saw a little switch of position. That was me giving it back to Larini. I'm taking it back off him again. Yeah. Man brake checked me in 130R. I think he can sod off, to be honest. So Ralf Schumacher next up the road. He's scrapping with someone, so that is hopefully costing him time. But I'm also costing myself time, because that's apparently what I do now. That's the run out. Here we go. We can get past 1 for sure. We might do 2. I'm going to tuck back in. 3 to go, and we're back up to 7th. What's the gap to 6th place? And more importantly, 5th place, Heinz-Harald Frentzen. Just done 37 in intermediate 1. I wasn't doing that in qualifying. What? That's mad. I want to know the gap. Why is it not telling me the gap to 6th place?
He's coming up from behind.
Berger. It's Berger and it's 6 seconds, and that might just be too much. But we keep going. Let's keep pushing.
He's coming up from behind now.
Come on. Just for a point, for a single point. I can see Frentzen. We start the final lap and I can see Frentzen.
And he's on his last lap now. Yes! And that will certainly help him catch the car in front.
That little cut probably cost me more time than it saved. Come on, come on, come on.
Looking at the race order now. In first, Michael Schumacher. In second position, Eddie Irvine. In third position, Williams number 1. Fourth, Jean Alesi. Fifth, heinz-harald Frentzen. In sixth position,
Come on.
Berger. There's only a small gap between them now. The car in front will really be feeling the pressure. It's a win for Michael Schumacher. The Tifosi will be absolutely
Come on, come on, come on.
ecstatic for Ferrari. Second,
Don't you run me out of road.
Irvine.
Unbelievable.
Olivier Panis. He's had
Mugen Honda have just cost me a win in Japan, but oh my god, I'm actually stunned. 1 minute 33.1, that's basically a qualifying lap as my fastest lap. So Michael Schumacher wins from Eddie Irvine. It's a Ferrari 1-2 right when they needed it. Villeneuve in third, Alesi fourth, great result for him. We start 4th and finish 5th. In on lap 2 with engine problems, down to what, 20th I think? With literally a corner to go, we go, we go back up and finish 5th. We're 17 seconds behind the leader. Without that engine issue, we win today. I should be 3rd again in the championship as well. At least I've shut the gap. Gotta be proud of the drive. Gotta be proud of the work. That's what you call justice. To put a drive like that on the name. Amazing. What a result at the top though. With 2 rounds to go, the gap is down to 9 points between Villeneuve and Schumacher. It could be 1 next time out. In the meantime, the gap shuts 2 points between me and Frentzen. I literally can't call it. It's going to the wire, absolutely. Now we have an interesting situation in the Constructors. There is a maximum of 32 points left. The gap between Williams and Ferrari is 32. So they've not managed to seal the Constructors. All but confirmed. They just need a point to secure it next time out. On what should have probably been a really good day for us, Benetton have shut the gap again. We are kind of teetering on the edge there as well. We could secure our 3rd place next time out as well. Throw the form book out the window. No idea of what's going to happen at the Grand Prix that never happened. Round 17 is the 1997 Portuguese Grand Prix. For the first time, we are doing a race that nothing to compare it to. If everything goes to plan, this video is going out on the 30th of September, and I intend to finish this series in October with the final 2 rounds. It finally comes to an end. Thank you so much for watching and sticking with it. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed this episode. What a drive. I'm still pretty stunned by it. Awesome.